So Noel Clarke, former revered, actor, director, writer. Yeah, he's now facing up to 20 plus sexual allegations against him.
I thought you said 20 plus years or something.
No, but probably 20 plus years of these events. So it all comes after he was given his BAFTA scholarship accreditation award, which happened maybe a few weeks before this happened.
Yeah.
So and then he's also doing Bulletproof with Ashley Waters, which has now been cancelled. Bulletproof is the TV series on Sky One. So what's your thoughts when you heard about it? Are you surprised? And then how does this make you feel about just Noel Clarke and then just basically sexual allegations and assaults in general, innit? Yeah, I'll let you go first,
I don't want to go first because I talk too much.
No, but you're here, as a guest, so yeah, you want
I'm
me
a
to.
guest.
Yeah.
Well, can the head of the household
No, yeah. All I was
serve the dinner first?
No, but as the head of the household, we're allowed to, offer the food to you first, innit?
Okay.
Cause I feel like we can bounce off of what you say as well.
Okay. Does anyone else want to go first?
The only thing I would say is that I know a lot of people are talking about they're trying it's a thing of they're trying to tear another black man down.
Yeah, trust me.
The only thing I can say is, well, shit, if you're gonna be doing those things there, bro, be prepared, innit? And I can't defend them. I can't lie. Even if that is what they're trying to do, bro, you gave them the gasoline to do that shit. So I can't defend it because a lot of the shit that they're saying, unfortunately, is sticking. So it's actually these are things that there's evidence of it and whatnot. So yeah, man. Me personally, man, I can't really defend it. Man.
Yeah, I just think it's mad the amount that they're kind of dragging him. Because
Yeah,
I saw bare posts,
yeah.
Shea Bar was posting this 6 times.
Yeah.
And then Harvey Weinstein, and took years for that to kind of get to where it got to. And then you'd be lucky to see one post.
Yeah,
but Noel Clarke, 6-7 posts a day. Noel Clarke, Sky, Noel Clarke, Ashley Waters, Noel Clarke, Michaela McCold, Ashley.
It's just too,
it was just everywhere,
so
isn't
crazy,
it?
Things like this, it's crazy because we want equal treatment and whatnot, which is definitely true. But when it's a situation like this, it's so difficult because it's the truth that they definitely drag black people way more in the mud.
They prey on their downfall.
They definitely prey on the black man's downfall, and no one can say that's not the truth. Yeah, but the problem is it's both of the situations are bad situations.
Yeah.
So it's even hard to even get. It's the truth though, innit? It's just bad that when it's a black person, you go so hard, innit? And it feels like we have this. It doesn't matter how high you get up. The black man just doesn't have as much power. Let's be real.
Yeah.
The black man just doesn't have as much power as the white man. As them, innit?
Yeah.
But if they're doing this, then they deserve to be dragged. But it's true. It should be equally.
It should be equally dragged.
Yeah, true. It should be equally. But it's a thing where how do you? You can't defend it though. It's it's a difficult situation. That's all it's a difficult situation because I still can't defend it. But the same thing is, it's definitely bad. How if you're black and you slip up, you're fucked. But at the same time, if it's a certain thing like that. Gave them the fucking gasoline.
Exactly.
Like I said, it's hard. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah. Chanel.
Can you check my phone, please? Because I just want to look up something online.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Chanel's about to go crazy as
No
I just want to make sure I get the name right. That's all.
No surprises there.
I want to make sure I get the correct name.
No. You're gonna do this.
What?
Okay.
Oh, you thought I was gonna? No. I'm not gonna do that.
I would do it.
Okay.
I would do it.
Right. Yes, okay, this is the correct name. I just wanted to make sure I got the correct name.
Cool.
Okay, so, okay. This one was like touchy for me because I really liked Noel Clarke from what I saw in terms of his work and what he's achieved as a black male from the UK. Like, you know, even like years ago, and obviously Keanu, I mean, I'm probably just repeating stuff that I've already told you, but like years ago, I really like wanted to go to Ashley Walters' drama school, but it was for the purpose, Kingdom, but it was for the purpose of meeting Noel Clarke. It was like, I just really wanted to work with him. Like, I was just, like, from kidhood, I was just in love with him. You know? He was like my favourite UK actor outside of like Idris, you know? Male actor. So it really touched me when like, I heard this and I was just really disappointed, but when I heard like what the allegations were, it wasn't far-fetched at all. Like it didn't seem to me like it was completely like unreasonable that something like that had happened, you know, because as like a female also like in the industry, like you get asked to do wild stuff, and like I'm not saying I know exactly what it was like for any of those females that were on set, but I know like as a female on set, you can turn up and be booked for one job. As soon as you get there, they're asking you to do different stuff. They're asking you to take more clothes off. They're asking you to, you know, be more sexier. They're asking you, like, it's like, they'll just push your boundaries, basically. And when you're in front of a set full of, like, 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, like, however many people are there, you just feel pressure. You feel like you need to do something. Even though you don't, but you feel like you need to because you feel like you're, like, they want you to do something and you feel like you just want to give the director what they're asking for. And when I heard about, like, the naked auditions, I was just, like, thinking, if this was me years ago, and if I didn't, like, have the knowledge that I have of the industry, and if I was still young and impressionable and able to be manipulated by this guy, Noel Clarke, like that is a household name. That is a big name, you know. That's not some guy on YouTube or some guy that's gonna come up like he's made it. If he would have asked me, rah, like, you need to do this for this role and I'm gonna film it because I want to make sure you don't bottle it on the day, would I have done it? Would I have said like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, this is Noel Clarke and he's saying this is gonna make my career blow up. You know, this is gonna make me be the next big thing. And as an actor, I've been asked to do a lot of stuff that's outside of my comfort zone. A lot of stuff. But then there's things where it just takes it too far, you know? And even like people have come up to me and it's like they'll say stuff to me that like I've never forgotten, like things like, oh, like if you don't take your clothes off on camera, like how far do you think you're gonna go? How far do you think you're gonna go?
You know, I was just about to say, the mad thing is, yeah, someone of his level, yeah, what's crazy about that is it's a thing of like, if you don't do it, someone else will.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
And that's always the attitude, like with, like, especially women, like I feel like women in this industry are so vulnerable because so much of like your worth is based on like your sexuality, your youth, like how attractive you can be or whatever. Like a lot of these lead girls in movies are the most beautiful girl. You know, they're the one that everyone wants to be like or whatever. And why are you doing that face, Keanu? A lot of the leads in the music videos, the leads in the movies or whatever, they're the most beautiful girl. And sorry, going back to what you said, what did you just say now? You just said something. I wanted to.
You don't do it, someone else will.
Yeah. So the whole like, if you don't do it, someone else will. It's like you often have to make so many sacrifices as like an actor, a model, whatever in this industry, because it's like if you don't say yes to that, they've already got someone else's number. Like, and it's a thing where like you see like I can get booked overnight. I can get booked for a shoot, and it's like you need to just drop your life. Like next 2 days, you're gonna go and film here or do this or do whatever. And it's like your life is not your own. There's no respect for your time. There's no respect for your body. There's no respect for your wants or your wishes. It's like just do this. Do you know what I mean? Like even just little things. Like I know this is probably a little bit unrelated, but once like I was asked like, can you like be like a Muslim woman? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I didn't feel comfortable doing that because I thought that's like someone saying to like a white girl, can you play the role of a black girl? It's like, why can't you just go and hire a black girl to fulfill that role?
Oh, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's just hard because I'm just really disappointed in him, and I feel like he really just used his power in the worst way possible. And maybe he felt like it was justified. Maybe he felt like it was a good thing. I don't know. But I feel like it's just such an abuse of power. And who knows, like, what those girls have had to go through now as a result of that. Of, like, the fact that someone has videos of them engaging in sexual acts. It's pornography, bro. Like, that's what it is. It's pornography. Huh?
Is that what it was?
He's got tapes of girls in auditions where they're having intercourse.
I didn't know that.
That's pornography.
I didn't know that. I thought it was of course bad. I thought it was just he had them naked while they're doing their That's what I thought. I didn't know that it was.
Yeah, you thought it was like a lap dance or something.
No, I didn't even think it was a lap dance. I thought
you just thought they had to just take the clothes off.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they will know.
But they actually had.
What I read, there was.
I didn't even know that. I didn't.
Really
there was. They were naked auditions.
No, but he was actually having.
That's what I read, but maybe I read wrong. That's what I've read.
Because I thought they were just. They just had to. I just thought they were naked, saying a few lines.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I didn't know they was actually having sex.
Well, I think
like,
some of them were. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, then I apologize. But I just think even just having tapes of this is what I was explaining before as well. Even just having tapes of a woman performing. Okay, right now this camera is central on me. Okay.
Yeah.
If now you're just doing a recording of me, yeah, and I'm completely naked, there's no, it's not like you've got one camera there and there's somewhere there making sure that this part of me is cropped out so that this part protects my modesty or that part or whatever. If the camera, in an audition, it's usually just one camera. So if that one camera is just on me and it's just filming my whole body, like maybe there's certain things that I don't want to show. Maybe there's certain things that like in an actual edited movie, it might be cut out. You know, so it's just a violation, bro. It's just a violation, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm really disappointed in you, Noel.
Yeah.
I'm really upset with you. I'm upset with him. I don't know him, but I'm upset with him, man.
Yeah.
That was my
what
whole
was
idol.
the name that he was gonna?
Dan Schneider. Okay, so.
Is that the guy that done like iCarly in that one?
Yeah. Okay.
It was,
so it says Dan Schneider is an American television producer, screenwriter, and actor. Okay. So Dan Schneider has been accused of like so many like just horrific things, yeah, with like minors, sexual things, whatever.
That's crazy.
And there's videos of him like being inappropriate with minors, and like even like just like very like innocent things that if you didn't have like a trained eye, you wouldn't notice it. But just little things like him being in a hot tub with Amanda Bynes when she was underage and talking about her feet. Amanda Bynes, remember the Amanda show on Nickelodeon? It's been my favourite show growing up. That was my favourite show, yeah. Even just little things like that, like him talking about her feet and he's in a hot tub. A grown man is in a hot tub with a little girl.
Oh, that's
That's disgusting, man.
That's even worse, yeah, is that I swear iCarly had Harvey Weinstein and Dan Schneider on it. And they were saying mad things were going on set there as well, innit?
So, going back to you lot's point about the lynching of like these black men, right? Don't get me wrong. R. Kelly, Noel Clarke, like anyone that does stuff like that, you deserve to be held accountable. Yeah, it's wrong. There's no two ways about it. It's just wrong. Okay? I get people have had pasts with trauma and this and that, whatever, but it's wrong. Okay? It's wrong. Right? However, I do believe that if you're a black man, the public scrutiny is way worse. Yeah. Because man like Dan Schneider is not sitting in no jail. He's out living his life. He's still working in the industry. And there's a lot of them. Even like a lot of Hollywood celebrities, white celebrities. And I'm not saying it's only white people in it, but I'm just using that as an example. A lot of these white celebrities have been involved in all sorts of pedophilia rings. Like, I don't want to like name names because I don't know. I'm not them in it, but allegations. You know, Chrissy Teigen, John Legend's wife, Madonna, all these different people that have been linked to like pedophile rings.
Yeah, but
and
she
they
was
still
talking crazy.
Yeah.
What's her name? Chrissy Teigen.
Chrissy
That
Teigen.
bitch was talking crazy.
Wow.
from time.
Okay, let me rewind it. That girl, she was talking crazy.
Right?
She was talking, what was she saying? She was, do you remember what the tweets that she had up?
She had some crazy tweets.
Yeah,
Crazy
I can't
tweets.
remember.
Right?
I know.
She was talking. Oh, it's annoying because she was talking mad, bro. She was saying some unbelievable.
She was talking about like stuff about minors, and even like recently stuff has come out.
Yeah. 14-year-olds are sexy.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
And even recently, like it's come out that she was. Does anyone know who Courtney Stodden is?
No, never.
Okay. Well, Courtney Stodden was this girl. And at the time, she was 16, and she ended up marrying a 51-year-old Hollywood actor.
Sorry, she was how old?
16.
Oh my God.
I remember this when I was a kid, because I remember watching this on TV and just being like, I was just confused, because I think I was probably around the same age as her at the time. I think I was like 15.
Actually. This is another subject.
Have I gone too far off?
No. I'm just saying, it's just another subject
Yeah.
that I actually messaged you the other day. Remember I messaged you the other day speaking about it.
What?
Courtney Stodden?
No, I just messaged you. I basically just saying like it's becoming weird. Like, it's becoming a bit weird. The obsession with young girls, like
Oh yeah.
like
yeah,
how
yeah.
like these flipping 35-year-old guys are still trying to go after like 19,
Yeah,
20-year-old
yeah.
girls.
True.
Like the obsession with young girls is becoming
It's disgusting.
weird. Like,
Yeah, it is weird.
It's becoming too weird.
It is weird.
Like,
Yeah. No, but I was saying the UK. I feel like the UK is like very quick to like cancel people as well, and then I think this is like
yeah, that's true.
because cause all the people you mentioned like a lot of them are American as well, isn't it? That are kind of
That's true.
getting
Then
away
again,
with it, and then also
to be fair, but the thing, what I can say is that
I think it's
what's
because
the guy's
we're
name?
small. We're a small island.
Yeah, that's true. But what's his name? Even worse though, like R. Kelly, that brother went on for years doing his shit.
yeah,
R.
it's a
Kelly,
small
yeah.
island, but the population is quite a lot as well.
He went on
That's-
for years doing his bullshit.
R. Kelly is like, for me, it's just so shocking, because you see like these Jeffrey Epstein, they've been doing stuff, but nothing's been like public.
Yeah.
Whereas R. Kelly's cases have been so public, and he's been so openly sexually explicit, and obviously a lot of R&B music was based on it being sexually explicit, like especially like 90s R&B, like whatever, so I get it. But R. Kelly's whole career, like the albums that he's made and whatever, and the songs that he's made are so charged, full of that energy, and it's like,
This is like next level. I can't lie.
and like
it is, man.
it's just unbelievable that it's only like now, decades later, that like something has come out.
Yeah.
And it's been like, like he's finally now guilty.
Yeah, because also he was protected in it, like he was paying off like the girls' families and to not speak on it.
They were
innit?
accepting payment for
Yeah. But this is the thing though, if we go back to R. Kelly, and I don't know what's happened with the NOEL CLARKE situation. I'd love to read more into it, but there's not a lot online anyways.
Yeah.
But I would love to know more, because you see with the R. Kelly situation, a lot of the parents were pimping out their children. Let's just keep it real.
That's right.
A lot of the parents, if you're eating off your pick-me, bro.
It's like, come on,
They
Look,
were doing it.
all these people are eating off their pick-me's, Their pick-me's are going out to work, and they're bringing home the bag for their parents to go and eat and
See,
pay their mortgage and car and this
that's
and
why
that.
a lot of these like Disney kid stars, they end up when they grow up, they're
Messed
all
up.
weird, messed up.
Yeah.
Even
Like Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone, that kid there, and then,
Amanda Bynes, Lindsay Lohan, all of the
Orlando
bigger
Brown.
stars, Orlando
because
Brown.
they never had a childhood, innit? Because
They
they've just
never had
been
a job.
working.
They was out working for their parents. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So when their parents, when they
they
come
did
home
that
to their
as well.
parents, there's so many documentaries of like these child stars. Like I don't know if anyone remembers the girl from the Missy Elliott video. Oh, I forgot her name, man.
That was the one with the one with Ludacris.
Oh, she might have been. She was a little white girl. She used to have, if I looked it up on Google now, I'd find it. But
oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Alison Stone.
That's it.
Yeah.
Remember Alison Stone?
Yeah.
Let me show you.
I think it was Alison Stone. Yeah.
If I show you her face.
Yeah, she's in
Alison Stone, Missy Elliott.
I definitely agree.
Yeah,
a lot of
Alison
parents
Stone or
be pimping
whatever.
out their
They're
child.
pimping out their children to these people.
Yeah, because she was in Step Up and she was
she's been in all of the things.
I think she was in Sweet Life and Zack and Cody for a couple
Look,
episodes.
do you remember her?
Yeah, bro, this girl, she was
She's traumatized by her childhood. She's like her whole like being like an actor and whatever and whatever. And a lot of these stars like Demi Lovato, they're just out here pimping out their kids, yeah. And it's like I would really like to know like how old the girls were when like they met Noel Clarke, because I feel like a lot of the times, yeah, these parents would just be encouraging their kids to just go into a madness and just putting their kids in these vulnerable positions just so that they can like have stardom, you know? You're living like vicariously through your child. Maybe you wanted to be an actor or a movie star or this or that or whatever, you know, a singer. So it's just mad. It's just mad, really.
But remember, Adam Deacon, he did warn us about this, innit? And then I know he was kind of happy to kind of see things surface as well. So kind of, what's your thoughts on that? Because did you know about the whole Adam Deacon and Noel Clarke fallout beforehand?
I did partially.
Yeah.
But I feel like it raises like a bigger issue like surrounding mental health.
Yeah.
Because nobody took Adam Deacon seriously because everyone thought he was crazy. Yeah. Everyone just thought like he was just off it or whatever. And it's like no one validated him then, and like now like he's vindicated in it, because it's like now you all see, and like that's a man saying that his experience of working with this guy on set was difficult. So imagine what these women went through, because that's a guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
It's just wild, really. And I think like it's so difficult because, you know, like obviously in acting and whatever, there's not really like a lot of rules. Like you don't have to sign a mad contract about, oh, you know, like okay, for example, yeah, if you just wanted to go and work in a bank, yeah, you got a 12-page, 15-page, 30-page employee handbook about rules of just working in that place. That's not even the manual of like how to operate the computer, how to do the cash. That's not even that.
Laws as well.
There's so many laws.
Do like real checks on you.
Right? There's so many things, health assessment and this and that. Basically, there's just like.
So I think they even need to when you go to work at a bank, I think they even need to they need to like have like proper references of character on you as well.
Yeah, so they have to get references. Like the thing is with the industry, like it's just different. Like I could get a text message from a random number saying, "Oh, we've got a video shoot. Can you come down tomorrow?" I don't even know that person. I never even met that person. I don't know who the artist is. There's no setup. It's just like bring these things and just turn up at this time at this place. I don't know if I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna get dragged into a car and driven off somewhere. God forbid. But I'm saying you're really putting yourself at risk when you work in this sort of industry because there's no regulations. Look at this might be a bit off topic, but I feel like it's related. Does anyone know who Corinne Stephens is?
It rings a bell, the name.
I don't know if I can say it on here.
Say it, man.
Has anyone heard of Superhead?
Yeah.
That's Corinne Stephens. Okay. I think she calls herself like Elizabeth Olsen now that she's changed her name.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna have to try it out then.
Oh no.
Okay. She's a fascinating one. I've read like a lot of her books, innit? She's very, very fascinating. Very, very fascinating person. Obviously, she was a.
Oh, how do you what's her name again?
Corinne Stephens.
Okay, no, a nickname. A superhead, isn't it?
Yeah, superhead.
Well, I don't want to call her like she's a human.
Yeah,
obviously,
okay,
she's a person.
What's it though?
So, Corinne Stephens, obviously, if anyone doesn't know, was a video model, a video vixen, back in the early, 2000s, I would say. Like, late 90s, early 2000s. What are you man doing?
No, I was just seeing.
You lot all like, yeah, super head. What are you not doing?
No, but continue.
She's been in like big music videos of like Jay-Z, you know, she's been like in Mystical's video, like all of the big people from back in the day, she was in their music video. Yeah. But I'm not saying all the video models were doing this, but at the time, some of them were giving out extra favors for some money. You know, so they were doing. Yeah.
But I think this is definitely by no means am I condoning it, but I'm just saying this has been happening since it started, isn't it?
Yeah.
Since the whole industry, since the origins, like especially women giving the director, whoever, like favors to get roles and to be in certain places, innit? Because as you said, if they don't do it, somebody else will, innit?
Yeah.
So it's a big issue still, and I feel like it's common, man. It's common. I must like you being like an actor in industry, an actress. Like it must be, you must go through a lot of these maybe scenarios potentially.
I mean,
where you might feel that you could face something like whatever Noel Clarke was doing to these women, innit? It's like
everyone is vulnerable in this industry, but women are so vulnerable in the industry. Because
would you say
we want to say something, innit?
Would you say black women in particular though?
I don't want to say just black women. I feel like it's all women, and I feel like it's probably even worse. I don't want to say that.
It's a tough question. It's a tough one, isn't it?
I feel like the experience of white women is probably maybe even more prominent because we're talking millions of pounds. Because if you think of Hollywood, there's not a lot of black female actresses in Hollywood. But white female actresses, there's loads of them. Yeah. White males run that whole industry, yeah? So for a lot of these women, if you're saying, okay, I'm just some little, you know, actress in my town. I really, really want to make it big. I want to make it to Hollywood. And this Hollywood director is interviewing me and he's telling me, you know, so he's auditioning me and he's telling me, you have to do this and I'm going to give you this £1 million deal. She might do it. Whereas me as a black woman, I'm not even getting my foot in that door. I'm not it's a bit tricky for me to even get in front of that director. You know, he might give me a slave role one day. But shoot, you know? So I feel like, I don't want to say like, it might be worse for them, but you understand what I'm trying to say, innit? Yeah. But, the risk is a lot higher, innit?
So you mean that you're more willing to do that sort of thing?
Get in the scenario more.
They'll get in the, I feel like they might get in the scenario more.
Okay.
But, don't get it twisted, I'm not saying that black women don't go through this, and I feel like black women are often sexualized a lot more anyways, yeah? So obviously like a lot of like music videos and whatever, it's like me, I have so many boundaries and people might like just think like, I mean, I don't know what people think of me, but they might think like, oh, like you're difficult to work with. Because they might think.
I want to ask you though, man. I want to like, these music videos, man, like, it's, because have you been on these sets, innit? So what I'm trying to say is like, how, I don't know if, the thing is I don't know, you probably haven't been in the set that I'm gonna talk about, innit? But like, say like the music videos where like the girls are shaking their ass and then thing, they're like, what's that like? I'm confused. Like, how?
See, this is the thing.
Because like, how does that? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, how does?
No, but what's the question though?
It's because I'm trying to say like something like that, yeah, like. Something hypersexual like that. What I'm basically trying to say is like, I wouldn't be surprised if like, because you're talking about Superhead, innit? So I'm saying, so in terms of that, yeah, and don't like, I wouldn't be surprised if say like they done
something after.
Yeah,
because you're already
behind the scenes, innit? Behind the scenes, something happened.
Yeah, because doing like a string things on camera and that, like, let's be real, like
you're thinking maybe the artist or somebody working there would have.
Yeah.
You do get that impression, isn't it? Like,
you get that impression because
you see a vixen, you see like a video vixen with like artists maybe in the video, and you're thinking that maybe something.
Especially back in the day as well when they used to have like X-rated videos as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially.
But you know what? A lot of the stuff that's on GRM nowadays, like, come on, like, like I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude. And the thing is, yeah, I'm all for women doing what they want with their body in it. Like, it's not for any man, woman, whoever to come up to women and say, put your clothes on, to say, don't shake your ass, whatever, yeah. For me, I don't want to do that. And that's where I stand today on this date. I might change my mind in the future, but like for now, but I never want to say never in it, because when you say never, when you say never, you're the one, you're the first one, you're lined up at the front of the queue. So I never want to say never in it. But at the moment where I stand, I'm not in that place where I feel comfortable with that. And I just always, I think for me, I find it difficult because I just like think once you take off something, it becomes, what's the next thing I take off? Yeah. That's where I struggle, is that even with Instagram, it's been so hard for me. When I first started Instagram, I was covered up from head to my blood clot toes. I wasn't showing anything. Then it was like, okay, a little bit of my midriff, I'll show my belly or whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, I'll just show like my legs, you know, like I'll show my legs a bit. And then it's like, okay, like my jacket's off. So it's like, eventually you strip down so much, you know, and then it's like, where do I draw the line? And I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman.
But like, why did you feel the need to? Because that was your own choice, wasn't it, on Instagram to do that? So
you know, I'm not saying that you have to, but I feel like it's kind of human nature to, number one, want to push boundaries. Yeah, whether that's pushing boundaries with yourself or other people. Yeah. And I feel like number two is also that you want to push yourself to do more. So that could be earn more money or whatever, yeah? If I was to be someone, yeah, that would take my clothes off, do you know how popular I'll be on Instagram? So much people have said, Chanel, like, we want to do a bikini shoot with you, Chanel, we want to do this, we want to do that. Like, and it's like, oh God, like, because as soon as I take my clothes off, now I'm going to be doing it every week for you lot. I'm going to be doing it every week. You're going to expect it every week. And when I don't take my clothes off, you lot are going to be mad. You're going to be like, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather see you, you know, shake it or do something or whatever. Yeah? That's what you'd rather. But anyways, going back to the whole music video set thing, yeah? I thankfully have not had that experience where, like, I've been on set and, like, it's been, like, completely take everything off. Some people have asked me, like, can you do like lingerie? And I've been like, no, like I'll just do like a crop top and shorts or something, innit? But like I have had experiences where like a guy might try to fill you up and you're like, no, like we're not doing that, do you know what I mean? Or like it's about like,
that's the thing, man, about the boundaries as well, because you be seeing a lot of that, man, like the music videos and the slap on her ass and then
but that's the thing, as a woman I have to tell you what my boundaries are, because at the end of the day, if I don't tell you, you might think that what the next girl did last week, that I'm cool with that, but I'm not. I'm an actor at the end of the day, and I know that, like, I'm not saying I'm better than or whatever, innit, but I got an image to protect, and I will do music videos. I do music videos all the time. It's good money, But for me, I at this stage do not want to be in the camera, you know, but with my whole team clapping. No. I will do it for my man though. I don't mind doing that for my man. Shoot.
Yeah, cool, normal.
You're speaking crazy now.
I'm not speaking crazy. I'll make it clap for my man.
No, Chanel, you're expected to do that for your man.
You have to.
Only expected, not expected. If I do it if I want to, I'll make it clap for my man.
Hey.
If I want, it's all on my terms. It's all on my blood clot terms. Yes, Keanu, it's on my terms.
No, but anyway, back to the you just said, but Chanel, you just said that you've been on a lot of music video sets, right? Like, what is the vibe like in it? What's your experience?
But that's the thing. That's why you always have to get the treatment or speak to them before you turn up. Know what the hell is gonna happen when you get there on set, because you know. But even that's the thing. That's what annoys me as well. Is that sometimes you'll get the treatment, you'll get the brief, everything. You'll turn up on set and they're like, we want you to do this, we want you to do that. Oh, can you do that? And it's like,
well, does that happen more often than not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you're working with creatives, you're always gonna have new ideas. You get to the venue, you're like, actually, it would be really good if you could do this.
And there'll even be a change of director or videographer.
You don't know.
Different location,
But I at this stage, I'm always just like, okay, whatever I do, it's got to be somewhat classy. And you know what's bad as well is that sometimes you just need the money and you can end up cheapening your brand. I've done music videos where I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't do that one. But you're like, oh, I needed the money at the time. But then it's like it cheapens your brand and you just look a bit like,